Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel and thank you for your patience for this reading. I'm closing off the full moon readings with your reading, Pisces. This is a check-in for your collective energy for this last full moon in Taurus on the 5th of November. And the energy is still quite potent. So let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. If I remember your last reading, it was about boundaries, energetic boundaries, not overworking, grounding your energy, focusing on, just taking some more time out for yourself and, tasks around the home, doing some admin work, just to help to balance your energy, because there was a sense that you were overgiving in one area and maybe neglecting yourself in other areas, and that was causing some stress and anxiety for you. So I hope you've been able to do that, Pisces. So let's see what's going on. I'm getting an irritation about something, or a restlessness about something, an impatience about something is what I'm sensing. I think you tend to have, and if you do have a certain standard or expectation, Pisces, when that is not met, something to that effect, that something that you were expecting to be done or executed or manifested. Actually, I don't feel like it's your energy. It feels like it was meant to be done by someone else or something else, and it's not happening. Sorry, my neighbor is having a field day with the weed eater on a Monday morning. Like, really, I don't know if you can hear that, Pisces, but it's driving me nuts. I think that's the irritation I'm feeling as well. Like, you just can't deal with people right now, or you can't suffer fools right now, Pisces, is what I'm feeling for you. Okay, let's see. For the sign of Pisces, that's interesting. So this is the full moon reading, and what's come out is the 5 of Wands, and this could be the irritation. I feel like whichever environment you find yourself in, whether it's family, this could be a family situation, this could be a relationship, this could also be work. But the irritation is coming from a lot of different opinions and a lot of different people just acting the fool, trying to win out with their opinions, trying to step over each other to be right. There's a lot of unsolicited opinion in your space, and just a little bit of chaos. It feels like a lot of talk but no action. But because everyone is operating from a place of the shadow ego, the shadow side of ego, which is, a very selfish perspective, or trying to win out at all costs, that talk is getting lost in competition. It's getting lost in trying to win out an argument rather than focus as a group or co-create a solution for whatever this challenge is. And I think this is where your impatience is coming from. It's a sense of, can we just all get on the same page because the outcome is going to benefit everyone, instead of everyone trying to get their way in the situation, because what it's doing is it's just causing more of a problem rather than, and it's detracting more from the solution rather than moving towards it. That's what I'm finding, and it's almost like you're in the center of this chaos and trying to ground everyone around you, but now you've had enough of it. It's like this, you can't deal with this energy anymore, and you realize that it's not your place to make people see something that they're not willing to see. The second card that fell out, 3 of them fell out at the same time, so I feel like it's all of this energy at once. The 8 of Cups, the Moon, with this chaos energy, this situation, whatever this chaos is, could have happened around or culminated or just escalated around the time of the full moon, which was last Wednesday. Card of Cancer, Major Arcana. This could be a family situation because Cancer generally represents family. But at work we have family as well. So, and this could also be, 2 different sides of a marital situation. So the in-laws and your side of the family, Pisces. But I am seeing like a tug of war energy between 2 different parties. And you are kind of in the middle of it. And it did affect your emotions for a little bit. It was draining your emotions, Pisces, and then what you've decided is to pull your energy back from the situation, because you realize that you are being drained, no one else is being drained, from you trying to fix the situation or to bring balance and common sense into the situation. It's at your sacrifice and no one else's. And you quickly realize this, and you were able to walk away, which is amazing, Pisces, because from the last reading, I think what I was picking up is that it's hard for you to walk away. So this choice of separating your energy and choosing yourself is an evolved choice. It is a healthy choice. And at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups energy, which is also Cancer. So this could be family related, family conflict. What else for Pisces, please and thank you? Only jumpers, please. Yes, you are building the strength or recuperating from the situation, because it kind of drew on your resilience a little bit, which is why you needed to pull back your energy. Card of Leo, there could be a Leo involved in the situation, in between, what is causing the disagreement. But it's also about you finding the strength to just walk away instead of be involved or in the middle of the drama. And it's because you've built up this newfound sense of self-worth and self-confidence, and you very quickly now know when to walk away, whereas perhaps in the past you lingered on a little bit longer because it gave you a sense of validation in some way to resolve or to fix situations. When those situations in the past were resolved, and when you were able to bring peace to the situation, it gave you a sense of purpose and a sense of validation. And there are situations where that will be necessary. But when the people that you are dealing with, the energies that you are dealing with, are not willing to see the common ground and not willing to work with you towards more positive outcomes and solutions, that's when you know you need to pull your energy back, and you have done. You are tired of the drama. It's just you want to be spontaneous. You want to, the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. Coming into Sagittarius season, I think you want to leave drama behind. You want to go into the festive season, and you want to close out the year feeling joyous and celebrating life and celebrating every single moment, not worrying about, what other people are going through right now, because I think you tend to also be the peacemaker in situations. And it feels like you are choosing you. Now there's two weed eaters at it. It really does feel like this energy. Whenever there's, I always say this, but whatever's going on in the environment is usually what's going on, the energy of the reading. It's like two weed eaters are battling outside my space. Yeah, so exploring more, you want to travel. I feel like you want to step into new spaces that challenge you, that inspire you, rather than spaces that drain your energy, where you feel like you are, the cleverest in the room. That saying is, if you are the cleverest person in the room, if you are the brightest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. It just means that you're ready to grow, you're ready to move on to bigger things, better things, adventurous things, things that force you to grow, that push you to grow, push you out of your comfort zone, rather than staying stuck in the same loops and patterns that this particular situation seems to keep bringing in. It feels like it's the same energies that, that can't get out of this cycle for themselves. And so you've now decided that it's no longer your responsibility to try and fix that for them. And it's difficult. If it is family, it is difficult, because we feel a sense of obligation to our family members, especially to siblings or to our parents. But there comes a point where, there's a toxic bonding that's going on there. And that's no longer your vibe, Pisces. I feel like you're done with that, and you want to free yourself from this codependent, repetitive situation, drama. I keep hearing drama. And self-inflicted drama. Not your self-inflicted drama, their self-inflicted drama. Only jumpers, please, and thank you for Pisces. Temperance, exactly. Another card of Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with a Sag, but I think this is more a message of, the moving into Sag season, which is from the 21st of November onwards. 11 more days of Scorpio season. We move into Sag, and Sag's energy is about patience. This is a card of patience. I think patience with yourself as well, Pisces, because I think the frustration of being pulled into drama makes you feel as if, it's your doing. But just being kinder to yourself, being patient with yourself and others, and bringing balance into the situation. It's a very angelic card as well, so there will be reconciliation, but I feel like that reconciliation needs to come from the parties themselves realizing that, a resolution or a positive outcome and a mutual understanding, a mutually beneficial outcome or compromise is the best way. Eventually you do get tired. People do get tired of their own drama. Well, hopefully. So this is your energy. It's just taking a step back for your own sense of peace, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck is the card of Capricorn, the devil energy, because that's what this energy does. It keeps us like feeling very trapped and puppeteered and manipulated. I do feel like there are some manipulative energies in this situation as well. So being free from that is an emotional freedom that is very, very different to being tied down and entangled in other energies, in other people's lack of growth. And it has been hard to untether yourself at times because you keep getting pulled back in. I think your energy is naturally, in the situation, the peacemaker. But you've realized that it's not serving you in any way. There's no benefit for you. There's no reciprocation. Because when the chips are down and, it's your turn to be supported, these energies are nowhere to be found. So you're tired of this energy. You're tired of being in this energy, Pisces. And I love that it's Archangel Michael, because the Temperance card is the card of Archangel Michael. And then you have the devil. So Archangel Michael is vanquishing. And there he is in the corner of my space, just next to my orchids. He's there protecting the space, protecting me, protecting the readings from negative energy. And exactly, that's his energy, Archangel Michael. Overcoming whatever this is, whatever this was making you feel. And I do get, a lot of manipulation and control, emotional manipulation, emotional blackmail. You're no longer falling for that BS, Pisces. I love that energy for you because I don't have any strong Pisces placements actually, do I? I guess I should know that. I think I have a Neptune in Pisces. I don't know. Which would explain my dreaminess. Because I can tend to drift off. But I love that energy for you because I am experiencing, a similar vibe of just being tired of myself getting into draining situations, and I have been hermiting my energy. Closing messages for the collective sign of Pisces. Spirit, please and thank you. I love this. Exactly. 9 of Pentacles. No longer needing the validation of external sources. No longer needing the validation of playing a certain role for certain people. No longer needing that approval. I love this energy. The 9 of Pentacles is where we all want to be. She is, she's free of attachment. Attachment to outcome, attachment to people, attachment to desire of anything. It's a sense of freedom that is just the ultimate peace. Because nothing is permanent. And when we attach to roles, when we attach to um, identities, for validation, for reasons of external validation, those things, when they are removed and taken away, it's devastating, because your whole sense of purpose or joy came from that identity or that validation of that identity. And so finding this for yourself and being just okay with being alone, being okay with your own company, being okay with your intrinsic value, and understanding what your intrinsic value is so beautiful, Pisces. And this is something that I am really working on. Having left my corporate job 4 months ago, I'm struggling actually, and I'll be honest with you, struggling with the lack of validation in my space as an entrepreneur. No one's patting me on the back. No one is recognizing, the work. Well, I mean, you as listeners do, and I appreciate that very much. But I mean, this face-to-face personal pat on the back, or hey, that was a great presentation, hey, well done, that kind of validation. And I had attached my identity to playing that role for over 23 years. So undoing that and recognizing my own value without anyone else cheering me on is still something that I'm working with. And when my kids aren't with me and when they are with their dad, it sinks in deeper. It has been sinking in deeper lately, because they kind of distract me and make me feel amazing. I mean, mom is the best, so I get a sense of purpose from being their mom. And it actually made me quite sad, a few days ago, that I thought about, if they weren't in my world, what purpose would I have? And I couldn't find it for myself. So the Nine of Pentacles energy is a beautiful energy to be in, not attached to anything. That was depressing, Sarika. Okay. I didn't mean to be depressing. Just sharing that, kudos to you, because it takes a journey and it takes a lot of self-work and realization to get to the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. It's not something that can be done overnight. It's a lot of undoing. It's a lot of undoing and recreation, redefinition, rewiring of ourselves and who we were taught to be or expected to be, and how we learned to be in the world. And then the full energy, beautiful Pisces. This is Aries energy. This is a new journey for you. You are starting a new spiritual chapter, a new emotional chapter, just a new chapter of you, Pisces. And this is your main character era, is what I'm feeling. And anyone that doesn't want to be in your play, in your movie, is not going to be begged any longer. You either want to be with me, or, choose a different path. But you're no longer chasing for that kind of energy. This is beautiful, Pisces. I love this reading for you. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. Justice. Yes, it is justice. It is fairness. It's balance being brought in again. And behind that, Scorpio, judgment, life lessons. People need to learn their own life lessons. And when you pull your energy back, that's what's going to be the catalyst for this to happen, because you're no longer saving the situation. And also karmic justice for you, Pisces, to balance out your own energy and to bring the energy of receiving into your space as well. You know, this justice, the universe has a way of balancing things out, whether we choose it or not. And with the major arcana, it's generally when we are, you know, being stuck in cycles, or, you know, there's a deep sense of unfairness or karmic injustice, this balance will come in for us. But you have chosen this, Pisces, and so this is coming in for you. You are being divinely supported in your way forward. Thank you, Pisces. I hope that resonated for you, and if you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Or if it just resonated, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your comments. I really do appreciate them. Sending you so much love. Until next time, Pisces.